Hello, everyone. This is Leah Wilson. I'm the Marketing Communications Manager for Trimble Water, and welcome to today's webinar on asset inspection and maintenance. I'd like to take a moment to introduce today's presenter, Rami Naber. He is a product manager for Trimble Water, and Rami has more than 10 years of experience in the water utility industry. He has a solid knowledge of GIS mapping technologies, high precision GNSS and GPS data collection, work management, as well as field and mobile productivity solutions. A recorded version of this webinar will be made available in a follow-up email. This is a 30-minute session. The last 5 minutes will be available to answer questions. Please type your questions in the space provided. At the end of the webinar, you will have the opportunity to request a demo. You may also always contact us via trimblewater.com. Rami, over to you.
Thank you, Leah. So today we will cover typical challenges that face utilities and service providers when planning for and performing asset inspection and maintenance activities. We will cover the values that Trimble Unity adds for asset inspection and maintenance, and review what Unity is and what key features the software offers. And finally, go over a case study and then give you the opportunity to ask questions. Current paper-based processes are inefficient and time-consuming. Paper forms and maps need to be printed, manually sorted, and assigned to field technicians. And field technicians then spend the time looking through paperwork assignments in the office, and many of the times having the need to call the office or their colleagues looking for information and then handwriting everything on forms. This impacts productivity, but most importantly affects data integrity due to errors when filling out forms and possibly misunderstanding the handwriting when information is manually entered in back office systems and databases. And the lack of good data impacts having visibility into asset condition and performance, impacts having reliable reports and regulatory compliance, and also the ability to make informed decisions when planning for asset repairs and capital projects. Also, not having visibility to asset condition will increase the risk of asset failure and increase operational costs. So why change? Utilities are facing the challenges of aging infrastructure, rising demands, and increased asset failures, increased in energy and service costs. And they're looking for ways to optimize and automate their operations to reduce maintenance and service costs and efficiently plan capital projects and improve customer service. So with Trimble Unity, utilities and service providers can simplify and streamline their office and field inspection and maintenance workflows, significantly improving productivity and efficiencies and driving down operational costs. Also improving data accuracy by reducing error through automating and validating the data at point of entry in the field. And above all, providing operational insights to improve awareness, regulatory compliance, and also support making informed decisions when planning for asset repairs or capital projects. So what is Trimble Unity? Trimble Unity is a GIS-based cloud and mobile software offering a suite of applications and tools to support smart water management efforts. The product focuses on workflow and business process improvement with the added benefit of better information for decision-making and regulatory compliance. It is built on the Esri technology, providing seamless integration with the Esri GIS platform. The software consists of a web application used mainly by office supervisors and staff to plan, dispatch, and manage work assignments. And there's also a mobile software that is built with field technicians in mind, with a simple user interface and action-driven intelligent workflows and data collection forms that provide the tools needed in the field to improve field technicians' productivity. The mobile software also works on a variety of platforms, including Windows, iOS, Android phones, and tablets. In the field, Trimble Unity also works offline when there is no internet connectivity, so field technicians will have full access to the GIS and their work assignments and be able to work offline and during emergencies. And whenever they have connectivity, all the data can be synchronized with the back office system. Unity can also integrate with and extend back office enterprise systems. And we're going to be covering in the next session more about the mobile work management and how to extend back office enterprise asset management systems to the field. So Trimble Unity also focuses on 3 solution areas that support smart water management. Almost every aspect of utility operations and asset management depend on accurate data on utility network assets. This includes their location, age, condition, and operating characteristics. Unity integrates with Trimble's high accuracy GNSS receivers, providing the tools to accurately capture 3D positions of network assets down to centimeter level accuracy, keeping the asset repository and GIS up to date and accurate. And that's a foundation for asset management. And from that foundation, utilities can conduct asset inspection and maintenance activities, and furthermore empowering field technicians with the data and tools they need to streamline field operations and workforce productivity. And then third, move to more proactive asset performance monitoring using the Trimble Unity integrated with the Trimble Telog family of IoT wireless data recorders and sensors to monitor things like water level, flow, pressure, water pressure, including pressure transients or water hammers, and leakage detection. We'll be covering some of those advanced solutions in upcoming webinars as well. So ultimately, having accurate GIS data, operational data, and real-time monitoring technologies enables utilities to leverage advanced workflows and analytics solutions to measure and improve asset performance. Trimble Unity is designed on the concept of apps and configurable workflows. Apps that are focused on specific business processes, providing action-driven workflows and intelligent data collection forms that guide users through end-to-end workflows from work planning and assignment all the way to completion and reporting. These are some examples of apps that we have in the platform, and you can create your own as well, which I'll walk you through. So we have applications like non-revenue water leak reporting, valve inspection, manhole inspection, hydrant inspection, meter changeouts, or pressure monitoring, flow monitoring, etc. So let's take a look at some of the key features in Trimble Unity, and focusing on the Office features or the features available in the web application used by Office users. First, admin tools that allow our customers to build their own intelligent data collection forms and workflows. And so, for example, there's the form designer, which allow our users and customers to create their own forms by just simply dragging and dropping different types of attributes into the form and be able to categorize the form or split it into multiple pages. They'll be able to digitize some of the paper forms they have today into Unity. And some of the features that are available, including having templates for repetitive questions. So many of the paper forms have repetitive questions, and instead of configuring each one, you could create a template and then use it over and over on the form. Other advanced capabilities include conditional questions. So to streamline the data collection efforts out in the field and only ask the questions that are required. All right, I'm not sure if there's a screen issue. Okay, we're good. So conditional questions that you could configure to ask questions depending on the answers of previously answered questions, and only ask the questions that are required to be populated in the field. Also, a key feature for condition assessment is the condition scoring. So you have the ability to configure a score and a weight for each of the question, and the total condition score for that asset will be automatically calculated in the field while the data is being collected, and also assign a color code associated with the answers as well to highlight issues on the condition of the assets. Being able to default values on the questions as well, whether it's a value that's coming in from the GIS, like an asset ID, so you wanted to populate a manhole ID or a valve ID into the form to link it back to your systems later on, you could do that, or default date and time, or the user that's doing the work as well. And then have the option to automatically generate PDF reports that summarize the inspection and the maintenance activities and collected in the field, and be able to bring in all the answers, any scoring associated with it, and any pictures or photos associated to that form. And once the forms are created, the admin will have the tool sets to be able to create their own applications and workflows as well through a guided step-by-step wizard that walks you through the ability to configure a new app, so configure the GIS data and layers available in the application, and then be able to configure the various base maps that will be made available in that app, whether it's ArcGIS online base maps or your own base maps or offline base maps you want to make available on the mobile devices. And then choose from a collection of standard workflows that we built into the product, or we can customize your own workflows as well, and then link the forms with those actions on the workflow as well. And those are the workflows that will guide the users throughout the workflow from initiation to completion. And then finally, be able to publish that application and make it available for selected users that need to have access to it. Or if there are any future updates on that app, you could publish those updates, and the Unity software will automatically take care of updating those apps. And once you have the application published and available, then the office users that plan work can efficiently use the tool sets available in the product to plan work assignments. So they could search for address or intersection and be able to create work assignments based on an address, or they could use the advanced GIS asset search capabilities to build a search criteria that will select assets to plan for inspection and maintenance. So here's an example where we're selecting all 10-inch gate valves, and you could add ones that haven't been inspected in the last 3 years. Or many of our customers that are using Unity for meter changeouts, they use the billing cycles and routes to be able to select those meters, and then the results will be displayed on the map, and then work assignments are created from the selection of assets. Or users can use the manual selection tools to be able to select GIS assets from the map and be able to filter those and then be able to then create a work order that can be dispatched off of those assets. And then provide the tools to efficiently manage work assignments and dispatch work. So we have the ability to view crew locations on the map if it's enabled. The mobile application will broadcast its location continuously to the backend server and will show the location of the crews on the map for optimizing the dispatching operations. You'll be able to manage the list of work assignments and create filters and saved filters and default filters to better and easily manage your work list. Tracking work progress as work is being done in the field. You could track the progress in the office as well. This is an example showing hydrant inspection assignment with 5 hydrants. 4 have successfully been completed and 1 failed inspection, for example. So you'll see that on the list and on the map. And be able to view the details of forms that are populated and filled out in the field, including all the content on the forms and attachments, whether it's photo attachment or video attachment or file attachment. You'll be able to see the details of forms collected. In terms of the mobile features and mobile capabilities, field technicians, they have the tools to efficiently manage their work assignments. So when work is assigned to them, the software will notify the field technician of a work assignment. Unity can be configured to automatically sync on a time schedule basis, or the user can manually sync before they go to the next job site, and they will get notification of work assignments. They'll be able to manage the list of their work assignments and be able to filter and search that list, and be able to also see the work assignments on the map, including their current location, and get driving direction and optimized routes, voice-enabled driving directions to get to the job location. And be able to view the detail of the work assignment and any notes provided or attachments provided by the supervisor or the manager in the office that dispatched this work, and any actions associated to that work assignment they can perform, and that's driven by the workflow that we configured. And be able to track progress of work. So again, they can see the list of, for example, this is a valve inspection assignment with 10 valves. They've completed a bunch of them, 1 failed and 1 needs to be inspected. So they could drive the workflow from a list or from the map as well on those assets. And once they start working, let's say they run into a problem where they can't find the assets. So we provide them the tools to be able to locate underground assets. And that's assuming they have good GIS data and an accurate GPS position in the field that will get them as close as possible to that asset. And progress and update the status of the work assignment by clicking on the available options available based on the workflow. And once they are ready to, once they progress the work assignments, they might be asked to populate and answer some questions depending on the forms that are configured in the platform. So we talked about the conditional fields when you configure a form. So this is an example of a valve inspection. Is there a valve indicator? If they say yes, then it'll ask them a follow-up question, is it operable? So that's, again, an example of how conditional fields work. Can include calculations and business rules to calculate various things, including water loss in this example. Be able to see in real time the condition score as the technicians are answering the questions associated to the condition assessment. For example, the score of that asset is being populated, and any issues will be highlighted and color-coded as well. In many cases, workflows might require 1D or 2D barcode scanning. Many of our customers using meter changeouts or meter installations use these features to scan barcodes. We also have a partnership with American Flow Control that include a 2D barcode on every hydrant they manufacture. And by scanning that barcode, all the specifications of that hydrant will automatically be populated in the form, and all they need to take is GPS position and move to the next one. And also be able to capture and mark up photos. So you could capture multiple photos that will be attached to that form and be able to mark it up as well to highlight any issues. And capture videos, so it's not limited to only photos. The latest release of Trimble Unity supported videos as well. And finally, be able to capture GPS position, high accuracy GPS position. Many of our customers that use Unity for inspections, they also integrate Unity with the Trimble R1 or R2 GNSS receiver and capture a high accuracy position of that asset that during the inspection that can be then used by the GIS team to correct the GIS and the assets repository. Now that we have all this data collected in Trimble Unity, we can utilize the data to improve operational insights. And Unity provides the capabilities, one, to export the collected data in various formats, whether it's Esri geodatabase or Excel or shapefile. Another option for integration is we do have APIs that allow us to integrate with back office systems. Some of our customers, after they collect the data and they close out the work assignment, they want that data to be populated directly into their GIS. So we integrated Unity with Esri Enterprise feature services to push that data into the GIS, and they can then run their applications from there using Esri tools like the operation dashboards or insights to be able to create dashboards and reports. And the third option is using Trimble Unity's self-service tools to create interactive dashboards and reports within Trimble Unity, leveraging that data collected in Trimble Unity. That's currently offered as a beta to selected customers. So let's take a look at one of our customers and case study here. Orange County Sanitation District serving 2.6 million customers in Southern California, and it treats approximately 185 million gallons of wastewater a day. Prior to adopting Trimble Unity, Orange County Sanitation District was using paper-based manhole inspections and had challenges in keeping up with backlogs of data entry and access to reliable data for reporting and capital planning. The objective was to meet the district's sewer system management plan's requirements to efficiently inspect its 4,600 manholes that are maintained by the district and inspect those every 5 years. Trimble Unity software was implemented with Trimble's Juno rugged Android-based mobile devices and iPhones to automate the manhole inspection program. And the district have seen over 25% efficiency gain, and more importantly, accurate inspection data that's used by engineering for repair and capital planning. And the district currently is looking into expanding the program to include Trimble R2 GNSS receivers to calibrate and improve spatial accuracy of network assets, and also migrate users from Trimble Geo XT handheld devices running ArcPad to streamline underground service alert markings using the R2 and Unity running on iPads. So with that, I'd like to open up to questions. Let's take a look. Okay, so there was a question about if the Trimble handhelds that currently used for AMI installations run this software. Unfortunately not. We stopped supporting the Windows mobile software right now. Trimble Unity did have the ability to run on Windows Mobile. We still have the software. It works for small jobs and inspection activities, but we haven't been actively improving that software on Windows Mobile or adding new features. And we're actually stopping support of that application by the end of this year. So hopefully that answered the question. In terms of how do I get the app builder? So the app builder and the form builder is included in the software subscription. If you are an existing customer and you don't have access to it, you would have to contact the admin in your organization or contact our support team, and we can help you have access to it. Can Unity integrates with asset management platforms, including CityWorks, Maximo? Yes, it does, and the next session webinar will be focused on mobile work management, providing you with more information about how Unity can extend those systems out into the field as well. And we have case studies showing integrations with CityWorks, SAP, and others. Does it work with the Trimble R10 GNSS receiver? And the answer is yes. Currently, the support is R1, R2, and the R10 because we use the same backend capabilities that integrates and talk to these receivers. Okay, so there's a question about service providers who collect data in multiple cities. Can this product maintain multiple databases? It won't, but what you could do is create separate applications or apps for your projects, one focused on every project, and then you can define the access and permissions to that app based on which users will have access to it. And the software is offered as a subscription, username subscription. There was a question about the wastewater collection, if it supports coding. It does, so that's something we could configure in terms of the scoring and various codes when doing inspections. There are various ways of doing this using the form builder, or the services team can also, we have a professional services team that can assist any customized work that will be required that's not supported out of box. Can cell phones be used as an asset collector? The answer is yes. So we do have support for Android phones or iOS iPhones as well. All right, and then last question here, in terms of pre-built apps, we do have some apps that are already configured and that are based on the ESRI's local government information model. Those are our standard apps, but again, you could use the app builder and the form designer to create your own workflows and apps. And with that, Leah, I'll take it back to you.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you again for joining us. At the close of this webinar, a question will pop up asking if you would like a demo or someone to contact you. Simply answer yes, and we will contact you shortly. You may also contact us via our website, trimblewater.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you on October 16th for our next webinar titled Mobile Work Management. Thank you, and have a good day.